Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's Paul here from Midland Marauders, and today we are taking a look at the Warhammer The Old World brand new box set. As you can see, it's Fantasy Battles in the World of Legend. This is the Khemri box set. Let's take a look at the back of the box. This is everything that comes in the box. So it says Warhammer The Old World is an exciting tabletop game for 2 or more players, and in the box we get a 352-page Warhammer The Old World rulebook, 12 6-sided dice, templates and measuring sticks, reference sheets, 1 Lich Priest on a Necrolith Bone Dragon, 1 Tomb King, 40 Skeleton Warriors, 32 Skeleton Archers, 16 Skeleton Horsemen, and 3 Skeleton Chariots. Anyway guys, let's get it open and see what it's like inside the box. Okay guys, so I've literally just lifted the lid off the box, and the first thing that hit me was that smell that any of you that have ever opened a box from Games Workshop knows what I'm talking about. The smell of the books, the plastic. It's just the brand new box set smell that you just can't replicate. So we have got 2 of the whippy measuring sticks, if that's what you're into. We've got our templates, the same templates that come with the Horus Heresy and Necromunda. I remember back years ago they used to come with green ones for 40k and clear whitish plastic ones for fantasy. They were also thinner than this and they were made from a softer plastic. But so they've just sort of standardized the template, and you've got your flame, small blast and large blast. Inside we have got our skeleton horses. These are all old miniatures, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that there. 1993. So these horses are actually 30 years old. But look, I've heard some people, maybe have some complaints about it online. It doesn't really bother me. It's just one of those game systems that I think you can have a miniature from the 80s in with beside a miniature from the current range, and that's totally fine. I think it somewhat adds to the army. So we've got 2 bags of those there. So we've also got another one here on his own. You can see how they go together. They're like super simple to put together. You literally can clip these guys out in mass and just stick them together. Super handy. At the very top we have the only new miniature that comes in the box, which is the Bone Dragon. This comes across 2 sprues here. And you can make a Lich Priest and a Tomb King and the Bone Dragon, and then whichever you have riding the Bone Dragon, you can have the other one on foot. You can see there's some of the ornaments to put on the howdah that goes on the back of the dragon. This guy does come with like a swarm of something that it's like sand or something that creates this sort of like a carrion vulture type thing. Absolutely awesome. Can't wait to get this put together. And he does come with quite a large rock to stand on. There's part of his head. There's the wings of the vulture. Tomb Kings are one of those armies that when Games Workshop destroyed the old world, Tomb Kings weren't long after getting some really, really cool new kits. And to see the whole range just go away the way it did was quite sad at the time. I can understand why they did it. Excuse me. I can understand why they did it, but yeah, it was one of those things that I'd always wanted to start a Tomb King army. I had orcs and goblins, and when I saw the new range of Tomb Kings, I had wanted to get them, and then they were just gone. And I suppose that's why they went. Too much time procrastinating over starting an army rather than just buying it. Anyway, let's take a look at the meat and potatoes of the army. The warriors. Well, these are actually mounted. So as you can see, at the time, they could only fit 4 onto a sprue. But I think the detailing on them is really good. Bit of mole lines there to clean up on them. But overall, not too bad. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's more sprues than that for the cavalry, I think, is there? I actually forget what I read now. We'll come back to that anyway. We've also got chariots in this. 3 chariots. This is the sprues for the chariots. No horses on this because obviously the horses are here with these. We took them out at the start. And these do come with 2 riders. You can see the head sculpts for them. Really, really lovely. Let's get some more light over here. Awesome, awesome kits. And it did come with, back in the day, that you could mix and match the fronts so that you could have your chariots looking differently. Sorry. You can see the 2 different fronts on it. We've got our skeleton warriors. Now, the skeleton warriors can be armed with spears or hand weapons and shields, or spears and shields. They also came with a funny little tombstone, which I don't know, would you see too many of these out in a desert, but that's what they came with. And an arrow, I suppose, if you wanted to add a bit of scenery to your bases. Also came with a pretty nifty skull there, as you can see, and horns for the skull. So we've got 1, 2, 18. Then we've got our archers. The archers are using the same bodies as the warriors, but then we've got our bows and arrows, our hand weapon for the champion. We've got our shields up here. You've got the post or the pole for the standard, which again you have a choice of, and then we've got various different shields to give the characters, and we've also got a horn to create a musician, and heads as well to mix these up a bit. So the shields are really nicely detailed as well. There's the heads that are available to you. These are absolutely really, really, really lovely. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 6 sprues for those. That will give us the all the parts we need to create the archers and the musicians and champions in the other units of warriors. Then down the bottom of the box we have our cardboard here, which says Warhammer the Old World on it, on that side. So you can put that on your wall if you'd like it as a poster. It's double-sided. Down the very bottom of the box we've got our rule book, which is nice and sealed. We'll open this in a minute and have a look inside it. Also comes with reference cards. We also got our building guide, which is all in colour now. How to build a Master of Arms, the Standard Bearer, the Warrior, the Horseman. They're all there, really nicely laid out, very, very easy to follow steps. One thing to bear in mind when painting up miniatures for Warhammer the Old World is the fact that they're coming in ranks. You only really need to paint your first rank to a particular standard, and then as you go through the ranks you can drop off with the standard because they're at the back, no one's going to see them. That's my opinion of it anyway. So we have got this cardboard insert down the bottom. Look at that. And then down the bottom we have our new bases. So the skeletons are now on 25mm bases. I'm not sure what size bases they were on back before the Warhammer Fantasy Battles died, but 25mm bases now. We've also got these larger bases for our cavalry and our chariots and our zombie dragon. And that, folks, that's what by no means least, the bag of dice, which it's really nice to see we've got the scatter dice back in there. The artillery dice is gone, so there is now no misfire. Which, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. It was sometimes, depending on the army you were playing, something funny could happen with a misfire. Anyway, that is everything that we get in the box. So what I'll do now is I will put these back in and we'll open up the rules and have a look in the rule book. Okay, so I've got the plastic off the book. I haven't opened it or anything like that, so we'll just take a look at the back here and see what we get with it. So at the back here we do get our reference cards. Strategy phase, which is really nice. All the little rules there that if you want something as a quick reference. Okay, so one thing I will say as well is in the back of the how to build book, you do get the everything for the rules for what you get in the box. So by buying the box on its own, you can assemble everything and play this without really needing the Ravening Hordes book if you don't want to buy it at the minute, or even the Tomb Kings book if you don't want to buy it at the minute. So it has everything there. Points that you would need. "16 skeleton archers, including a champion, how much it costs." And it is because it's 115 points, so that's 5 extra for each of your dudes. So that's something to bear in mind, that you don't need the Ravening Hordes if you don't want to buy it at the start. Rulebook. Oh, it's so lovely. Lovely, lovely artwork in it. It's a fairly meaty book. Just the smell of it is lovely. And we've got all the lore and the history of everything here. I believe this is set 300 years before the end times. Am I right? Let me know in the comment section if that's right or wrong. So much stuff in it. Warhammer battles, narrative battles, really, really lovely artwork. Anyway guys, that is everything that you get in Warhammer the Old World. Let me know, are you looking forward to the Old World? I might do a painting video on how to paint up skeleton warriors. Let me know if you'd like to see that. Are you interested in it? Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Later.